What's going on, guys? It's your boy ASG15, and today we are back with another Wazzou video here today. We're going to be playing Game 2 of Season 3 against the Kansas Jayhawks here at home. We'll be taking on the Rock Chalk Jayhawk. We'll be joining a party with our boy Drew, aka Toledo, where he will give us some commentary and see how this Washington State offense will bounce back after an abysmal game against the Duke Blue Devils. However, we would like to keep the defense rolling. Granted, the defense wasn't great against Duke, but the red zone defense was absolutely fantastic. Of course, the kicker essentially sold the game for him, but hey, that's just football. So we'll go ahead, join the party, and as always, enjoy.
We have breaking news just fresh off the pipeline about 15 minutes ago. The Jaguars are sending cornerback Tyson Campbell to the Browns for Greg Newsome.
Who?
Cornerback Greg Newsome. He was the Browns CB2. Bro, how do you not know that?
Not gonna lie. I mean, I've barely heard of Greg Newsome, but
he's alright. He's pretty good.
Never heard of the other one.
Yeah, the other one's pretty bad.
Where's my crimson helmet? Alright, let's see it.
Has other breaking news, the Phillies have taken a 3-1 lead. We are just wondering when they are going to blow this, as they are now up to 2 outs after having runners on second and third with no out. And breaking news, we have a new same WNBA champion. The Las Vegas Aces hold off a furious comeback from the Phoenix Mercury to win 90-88. They sweep the Mercury and claim their second straight.
And more breaking news. About 2 minutes ago, the Blue Jays clinched a trip to the ALCS.
The Yankees fucking suck.
I completely agree with you here, Drew, but it is kind of insane how much sports news has happened since I pressed record.
Yeah.
I should go live more often.
Alec Boehm has been intentionally walked for Brandon Marsh. 2 absolute dog shit hitters. Why would you even bother to intentionally walk there?
And the LA Kings score.
Yeah,
we don't care about the Kings. Fuck them.
A handoff to Scott. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have college football. Sorry, folks. After the last game, I'm trying to do anything to not talk about Wazzou's football team. They are fucking horrible. And Williams Jr. is back. He's dropping back. He's drifting back. Now he takes off, has nobody, and throws it away. He just kept drifting and drifting like the papa that was a rolling stone. He just kept on going back. Oh, man. Had to throw that one away. The RPO cheese gets out to wide receiver 80. He picks up the first down.
The man refuses to say his name.
Yeah, I will not do that because I don't want to be disrespectful and offensive. Scott gets the handoff. He picks up about 2 yards. You know, being that this is Washington State at home, the odds makers did put a little bit of respect on their name. They are about 3.5-point favorites. But this guy over here, he saw them play. They looked awful. He is taking the upset. Kansas plus 3.5.
It's unfortunate we don't have Schlizzy here today. We know he would have taken Kansas minus 12.5.
Unfortunately, Schlizzy is not available as he actually goes to school. Wait, what did you say he would take?
He would take Kansas minus 12.5. I mean, he would hit those opposite odds or alternate
ones. Yeah, he would make a killing. And Brandon Marsh strikes out with the bases loaded. That'll end the inning.
Are you not entertained?
Stink. And he's going to unleash that as he gets hit, and it is going to be picked off. He does not see the defensive lineman right in his face. That ball needed to go into the stands. Instead, it goes into the waiting arms of Jacoby Davis. That's his first pick of the year, most likely.
Did you happen to see his name?
Yes.
Okay, I was about to say, if you pulled that out of your ass, that would be insane.
Bro, come on now. I don't know shit about it. We're in year 3. I don't know these people.
I mean, he'd be a freshman right now.
Maybe. You don't know that.
Maybe.
You don't know that. You don't know
That's
what they
true.
recruited.
That's true.
The quarterback's going to take off. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to get down at the 36-yard line. Right teetering on the edge of field goal range, maybe. I mean, this Washington State, there was investigations held as they believe that there were fans underneath the stadium to push those field goals wide. The drag route is going to be complete there. Arrington Maiden, last year's numbers you are seeing, okay numbers, nothing really to scream home about. The RPO, that is going to be a great play there for Kansas. They are going to get into the red zone for the first time today. As you see the numbers comparing Maiden and Damon Williams, we clearly see which quarterback had the better opening game to the season. He's hitting the quick slant. That is going to be another 7-yard game. Arrington Maiden showing this quick efficiency. This quick game efficiency from him. You gotta appreciate it. The RPO, he's gonna dump it out. There's no one there, and that is gonna be a touchdown. The first point scored on this Washington State defense this year. Beautiful play design there. It did not take long as Kansas has taken a 7-0 lead. And sorry if you're not hearing my voice here. I am texting my colorless commentator.
Who couldn't be here.
Because I don't feel like commentating this dog shit offense. The read option, he's going to give it to the running back and he's only going to pick up a yard. Not very well blocked. We will see what Schlizzy has to say. He's going to throw the deep ball, and he's got him in. That is Ganesh Murthy. Ganesh Murthy with the touchdown.
The G-Man, we might need to start calling him.
No, we will not call him that.
Okay.
Not calling a man with that name by that. And Washington State quickly ties it up. Slizzy said W, by the way, to that.
That Kansas scored?
Yeah.
Of course he did. Like I said, he probably took him minus 12.5.
And he is dropping back, he's scanning, he's rolling out to his right, and he's going to throw that away. Arrington Maiden's first incomplete pass of the day. He's going to fire over the middle. That is going to be caught. And that is Kansas's biggest play of the day. About a 30-yard gain there almost. Maybe 25. We'll call it 25. And they're going to hurry up to the line of scrimmage here. Arrington, he is going to throw the comeback, and that is going to be knocked out. The receiver chose to try and turn and run instead of just securing the catch. Would have been a first down. Instead, we have 2nd and 10. And the RPO, as Wazzou sends an all-out blitz, that backfires. He is not watched. He is not adjusted to this RPO offense. Trying to send an all-out blitz there, and nobody was on the outside to account for the wide receiver again. He hits the trail route. That is going to be another about a 13-yard gain, and Kansas has already marched right back down into field goal range. And we heard the Wazzou coach gassing up this defense after shutting out Duke, but what we are seeing right now is a defense that has no backbone. It's almost as if they really didn't deserve that shutout.
Absolutely not. But it still happened.
It did happen.
Somehow, some way.
And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter as 7-7. Susie laughed at it being
what?
plus 3.5.
It's gonna be insane because he's gonna feel like I'm actually that ass heading into our game. Just gotta like not turn the ball over.
Arrington, he's rolling out to his right. He's going to take off, and he's got a lot of room to run. He's going to slide down at the 10-yard line. A little hesitation from the linebacker as he could not pull off from the running back there. And that opened up a lane for Arrington. First and goal for the Jayhawks. And they're going to hand that off, and he is met in the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Trey Terrell on the stop. Another handoff, and that's going to pick up about 2 yards. Dylan Lee not having a great day so far on the ground. Arrington is going to take off. He did have a man, but he chose to go and run himself. He's going to get it down to the 3-yard line. And Kansas is going to line up to take their 3 points.
Surely they don't miss this one.
I don't think so. It's not from the hash. And that kick is up, and it is good. The voodoo magic from last week has faded for this Washington State offense, or defense, and team.
But it still only allowed 10 points through 2 drives inside the red zone. It's not too bad.
We are hearing that the defending national champion Houston Cougars have gotten off to an 0-2 start for the season after falling to Toledo at home against Toledo. They lose 20-14. They lost the previous week to UNLV, whom they had beaten in the Big 12 Conference Championship, and then decided to switch to the American for some reason. And UNLV, they had revenge on the mind that game. Williams Jr.'s got a man motioning out to his right. He is going to hand that sucker off, and they are going to pick up about 6 on the play. They're going to hand it off again. Scott's got a big room to run. He's going to get inside the 34. Jaden Scott. Going to throw it out to his left. That is going to be caught. About a 7-yard gain there, setting up 2nd and 3. He is going to throw. He's got a man wide open. That is caught for the touchdown. Where was the defense there? As this Kansas defense is giving up. We saw Washington State's offense was not doing dog shit against Duke. But this Kansas defense, they got to hire a new DC. This playbook seems awful. Because there was nobody accounting for a tight end running in a straight line. As the kick returner spins at nobody, he had a hole to run through, chooses to spin away from it, and gets tackled at the 21-yard line. You know, there's something to say about a lack of discipline right now from this Jayhawks defense, or team in general. As the quarterback was efficient all day, throws a very dangerous ball, but Gage Jones has hands made of bricks, and he drops it.
I'm pretty sure it's not his first missing reception this year.
These Wazzou players just don't know how to catch footballs. And the spot route is going to be knocked away, incomplete. Looked like he had that and was going to turn upfield and gets popped. Sometimes you just got to catch the ball and sit down. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 10 on the plus side of the 2-minute warning. That is not where you want to be. Arrington is going to look. He's going to fire the comeback, and that is going to be caught. There you go. There, your star receiver catching the ball and getting to the ground so he does not get popped. That is beautiful execution there from the Jayhawks. Sometimes you just got to throw it up to your number 1. Arrington is going to throw a screen pass, and that is going to be caught. And he is going to make a couple players miss, and that is a huge game. What is going on? These Washington State players look like they've never made a tackle in their life. They are just trying to get big hits, and it is not working. Arrington, he's got a man over the middle, and that is going to be caught. That's a huge gain, already down to the 27-yard line. They have plenty of time to work with here. Do not want to leave too much time for Washington State. Washington State might need to look at some timeouts here potentially. As they is going to take the check down, that's going to be knocked away incomplete. Clock stopped at 1:11 left. Jayhawks do get the ball coming out of the half. And the dig route, there's just a little bit of a missed timing there from the QB and the wide receiver. He had him wide open, throws it a little bit behind him and incomplete. And that'll bring up another 3rd and 10 for this Jayhawks offense. 1:07 left in the half. And he's going to go for it all, and that is going to be knocked away incomplete. He drops the interception, the second dropped interception of this drive, and Kansas will take their field goal. Kick is away, and that is also going to be missed.
I'm starting to think Washington State needs to be investigated.
Yes, these fans, they are just an issue. They are blowing the ball wide of the post. Washington State, they need to get a score here, try and make this a 2-score game. They're just going to take the check down and get out of bounds. 2nd and 8 coming up, 53 seconds and all 3 timeouts. And they're going to hand the ball off, and that is going to turn out to be a great decision somehow. It really isn't a good decision. You don't want to run the ball in that situation, but they are going to get a touchdown. Lackadaisical defending. The Kansas Jayhawks have just completely shut down. I give 0 credit to that Wazzou offense. That play should have been stopped. But Kansas was caught sleeping, and they paid the price. You really got to stop hit sticking. It's not working.
I've been tackling that for too long. I don't know how to change.
Just press X.
I'm too lazy.
It's easier than the hit stick.
I want fumbles.
And this quarterback is a little rattled because he throws an incomplete pass at another wide open man. You're not going to get fumbles.
No, I know.
It's
a really bad habit.
Ryer's got a man. He's open. And he's going to make a few men miss. He's going to step out of bounds past just shy of midfield, actually. Excuse me. And we see Kansas again marching down the field. If they can get a score, it'll be a 1-possession game again. And they are going to fake the screen, toss it out to the wide receiver leaking out. That is an interesting play design. Haven't seen that one before. He gets out of bounds at the 39. 25 seconds left. 21-10. Wazzou State with the lead. He is dropping back, and he is going to throw it right at the linebacker who drops the interception. Nick Beltran, the freshman. And that's why these guys are on defense. They don't know how to catch the ball. They'll put themselves in the right position, but they will not catch it. And he's scanning. He's firing again for the end zone, and that is again a dropped interception. The fourth one of this game. Taj Moffitt with his second dropped interception in the last two drives. 3rd and 10. He's going to take the check down. That is going to be caught. And they're going to call a timeout. Washington State's going to call a timeout for some reason. They're going to let Kansas kick this field goal. And the kick is away, and it is good. A questionable decision there by Washington State. A little premature on the timeout.
They were going to take it anyways.
Yeah, and then you take one to ice the kicker, you dumb fuck.
That doesn't work in halftime, does it?
I mean, you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, but it just doesn't work. Plus, I get a shot to make a play happen.
You're not going to make a play happen.
No. But what if?
Just no. And he's going to fire it downfield, and that is going to be knocked away, incomplete, but a flag. Didn't see any pass interference there. Referees are making shit up. Looked completely clean from the booth. Now, will Washington State, they will go for it. They will try again. They have a free play here. And Williams Jr., he's dropping back. He's looking. He's firing it deep. And that is going to be knocked away, incomplete. And Washington State will take a 21-13 halftime lead. And honestly, I don't think they really deserve it. They did get away with a good run call, I guess, in an obvious passing situation. Again, some cheap bullshit.
Which we have known Washington State to do.
All Washington State knows is cheap bullshit. They are not a legitimate team. They are just a gimmick.
Run the ball. They deserve to be in the Big Ten.
Big 12, dumbass.
No, I meant Big Ten runs the ball.
Yeah, well,
Big
12 doesn't. You're making a mockery of the Big 12.
I am. Some should say this team should never be in the Big 12 as much as they like to run the ball. Big 12 has never even heard of it.
Never be in the Big 12 because they're fucking ass.
Yeah, they're about to be. They already want to know.
And we will see if they can extend that to 2-0. They do not deserve to be 1-0. They can say they're 1-0 all they want, but we all know that they have not earned that right. They were handed that opportunity of being 1-0. As the kick coverage does a good job there, getting them down at the 16. The Jayhawks will look to convert one of these drives into a touchdown like they did on their very first drive. We apologize for the camera difficulties. They're going to hand that ball off. He's going to make a man miss as Washington State again going for an ill-advised hit stick. And that is going to allow what should have been a 2-yard gain to spring into a 15-yard gain.
I've really got to stop.
Actually, a 20-yard gain. My apologies. RPO, the QB's going to hand it off, and that is going nowhere. So we see that they have made an adjustment on the RPO. They really haven't, but, you know.
They did mentally.
I guess. Arrington is going to throw the angle route, and that is going to pick up the first down. Arrington made him with 202 yards here midway through the third quarter. But only the one touchdown to show for it. The RPO again does not work. The wide receivers are just not running good routes for that. Quarterback maybe needs to pull it. Washington State is going to load the box here on 2nd and 14. And the quarterback's going to slide into pressure and go down. That is a sack. We see an injury timeout as 2 players end up injured on that play. Just ill-advised pocket presence from the quarterback there. And they're going to hand this ball off on 3rd and 24. And they are going to just take the punt. That is not how you wanted to start.
God, dude, what is up with the logos on this field?
I have no clue. Maybe that's just a Washington State thing.
I guess it could be, but I mean, I have the regular Big 12 logo, and then I have the fucking neon one.
Yeah, that might just be a Washington State thing.
I guess.
We don't know because they're not really in a real conference right now.
This is true. They're in a two-team conference.
And that read option goes nowhere. 2nd and 10, but Washington State might just be happy to take as much time off the clock so that Kansas doesn't have a chance to score.
And we've seen this time and time again from this Washington State offense. They just
they really are bitch
take the
made
clock
in their
out of
heart.
it.
You're right. They love to play like little sissy bitches.
This is very true.
You know, and they say it's because their coach is a coward. And
You are not wrong.
Going to run it out wide to the flat. That is going to be caught for a first down. An absolutely egregious play call there. If you ask me, it just doesn't look good and is a gimmick.
That's what this Washington State team is built on.
That is not something to be proud of.
We love our gimmicks.
No good team is built off of gimmicks.
I am.
Fun fact. You're not a good team.
Exactly.
Again, no good team is built off of gimmicks. He's going to take his deep shot. He's got a man, and that is a touchdown for Callow. And we just see this Kansas defense, these corners just don't have the speed to keep up with these Wazzou wide receivers. So you gotta wonder how slow they are, because these Wazzou receivers are not fast.
This is very true. They have one guy at over 95 speed, and they have one more at 90, and that's about it.
Yeah, so you gotta wonder. Kansas needs to respond here. They need to march down that field quickly and score. They will call the RPO. The RPO has worked well when they have chosen the pass option. They do pick up 4 yards there. Bryson Hayes with the catch. He has 3 for 44 on the day. That's just not going to cut it. You need bigger plays than that. You know, RPO, they are not going to throw it, and that is going to lose yards. It seems like Kansas is also a gimmicky offense. And once that gimmick is figured out by the defense, you can stop them very easily. They are afraid of actually pushing the ball. And that is going to be caught but short of the sticks, and they are going to line up to punt. Unbelievable. This is not what Jayhawks wanted to see. And that might honestly be the game, folks. Kansas just did not have enough on offense, and their defense just is not quick enough to keep up with these receivers, which is curious as to why they call press coverage. And that is going to be a big sack that will take us to the end of the third quarter with Washington State ahead 28-13, not 17. They're going to throw the comeback round, and that is going to be jumped and picked off. He tried the star corner, and he regretted it. Andre Gibson with the interception. And that is exactly what Kansas needed to get back into this game. Looking, he's scanning, he fires across the middle, he has a man, it's caught. And he's going to get down to the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, he did not get inside of the 10. He
essentially has to score to get... It's pretty much
does not need to score to get a first down, but you pretty much have to score to get a first down. And they're going to pull it, and he's going to go for the hit stick, and it's just not working. That's not a sack.
It was -2.
But it's a designed quarterback run.
Oh, yeah, no, that, I don't know. That, I'm with you now.
That's not a sack.
I'm guessing unless he had a pass option out of it. I don't know.
He's looking, he's firing, he's got a man wide open. That is going to be a walk-in touchdown. And just like that, the Jayhawks are back in this game with the score after this extra point being 28-20. Wazzou might have fallen asleep there. They did not put their foot on the gas as you are taught to do. The kick is away. It is going to be fair caught. Levi Brockerman is injured. Might not return to this one, folks.
I believe it said broken shoulder.
Broken shoulder. He will be out for a long time.
If true.
A 3-yard pickup there for Jaden Scott. Outside of that one run, he really hasn't done too much. He might have had one other pretty good run, but outside of that, Jaden Scott really hasn't done anything of note. They're going to hand the ball off again, and the defensive tackle overcommits, and that is going to be a first down for Washington State.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's
He's going to throw the drag route. That is going to be caught. He's going to make a man miss with the back juke. And that is going to be 1st and 10 from the 39. This Kansas defense did a great job to get them back in this game, and now is just giving it up. At Washington State really hasn't even done anything special. And they're going to hand the ball off on the counter. That is going to pick up 9 yards.
I'm watching a dude I went to high school with on TV right now, playing football. It's pretty tough.
Okay.
It just sucks. It's for UTEP of all players, or all teams.
But you don't even have a rivalry with UTEP.
No, I mean, they're playing Liberty, and they're 1-4. Both teams are 1-4.
Yeah, they're
On a fucking Wednesday of all days.
Williams is dropping back. He has to throw that away. Some might argue that he was still in the tackle box there, and that should be a grounding.
I believe there was a receiver in the area.
He threw it out of bounds. It does not matter.
Yeah, he just sailed it.
And that handoff is going to go nowhere, bringing up a 3rd and 7 as we enter the underside of 3 minutes to go in this contest. They are going to do the read option, and everybody took the running back, and that might just be the dagger, folks. Washington State has set them up with 1st and goal. They're going to hand it off here. They're going to pick up about 2 yards. Kansas will call another timeout. They have 1 remaining, 2:48 left in this game, and down 8. Would be curious to see what Washington State does in terms of going for a field goal or going for a touchdown. Their coach is a little bit sped, so he might choose to just go for the touchdown as they runs the speed option. That goes absolutely nowhere, and Kansas uses their final timeout. 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. And that will leave an interesting choice of how they want to attack. Do they consider this 4-down territory? They're going to flip the play here. And they are going to hand it off on the read option, and that is going to be game, folks. This really wasn't a pretty performance, but Washington State is somehow going to pull away through all the gimmicks and tricks. They proved that they were the superior gimmick squad. Which basically means that they were 1st place at the 2nd grade spelling bee. Really not that impressive when you think about it as an adult.
Not at all. But hey, they are 2-0. And that's all that will matter.
2-0. In our hearts, they are 1-1.
In our hearts, they're 1-0.
No, they're 1-1.
No.
In our hearts, they lost to Duke. because this game doesn't know how to program a field goal. And that is going to be chucked down the field. Looked like his man had a step, but could not lead him enough. That is going to be
underthrown. What a
just doesn't have the arm talent. Don't want to hear that from a guy whose quarterback is dog shit.
My quarterback is goated, by the way. Thank you.
He's not. He has thrown 2 picks this game and 5 picks on the season.
One was a bullshit, by the way. You do have to admit, one was a bullshit one.
No, it was a stupid decision from the quarterback.
To throw on a deep ball that just got hit?
You didn't see the D lineman right in your face?
No, I'm looking
That's
deep.
That's your fault.
No, I know, but I'm saying the fact that it goes straight to the other guy.
That's what happens when you get hit as you throw it. You have no control over where the ball is going anymore. The bullshit ones are when you get hit as you throw it and then a defensive lineman comes and makes a diving grab out of nowhere.
No,
that is bullshit.
No,
what you did was just bad quarterback play.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to look at everything on the field?
With your eyeballs!
I know, but I gotta focus on something.
It's called peripheral vision.
I ain't got that.
Well, there you go, folks. You just heard it here first. Skill fucking issue.
That would explain a lot why Washington State likes to lose.
It would. Gonna throw that underneath, and that is going to pick up the first down. They are going to hurry up, but they really don't have enough time unless they score here and recover the onside kick. And he's going to throw the spot route. That's going to be complete. They're going to hurry it up again. And they are coming down the field. You know, we have seen this Kansas team has moved down the field pretty much every drive that they've had. They have just lacked that finishing edge on a few of these drives. Had a couple field goals that missed as well. Or at least
just the one.
It felt like more.
It did. They actually made 2.
And they're going to throw that underneath. That's going to be caught. He's going to make a man miss. They're going to have to hurry. The clock is going to continue to run here. But they are moving down slowly but surely, but they cannot afford the slowly part. They need to score here soon. And he's going to fire that to the corner of the end zone. That is going to be caught. What a throw on the run by Arrington Maiden. He has been by far the better quarterback today, as you see from the numbers. And the kick is up, and it is good. And Kansas still hanging around. Washington State has to use a timeout because their coach doesn't remember that it's an obvious onside situation.
Again, coach is sped.
Coach is very much sped. Why would you? Fair catch.
So I don't lose it?
Really?
God, I just don't want to fumble.
Fumble the ball. And he is going to be brought down 1st and 10. You won't throw it.
Who won't?
You won't throw 4.
Who won't?
For 3 straight plays, you won't do it.
Well, I don't think I can. I mean, I can, but...
You didn't even throw it. And that is going to be incomplete. Noodle arm over here. Making fun of the other quarterback's arm. Can't even throw it deep himself.
Oh, he did. He just threw the comeback part of it. The fucking receiver doesn't know how to catch the ball.
Route. It's not a comeback route.
Well, correct, but he had him on the comeback.
He's going to roll out. He's going to roll out. He's going to fire it. He's going to be caught.
Jesus.
And no, he's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Callow with hands made of stone. And just like that, it is 3rd and 10, folks. See, I told you couldn't do it 4 plays in a row. Or 3 plays in a row.
Apparently not.
He is looking. He is firing. And that is going to be picked off. And this game isn't over, folks. He fell for the bait. And can Kansas get down the field, score, and hit the 2-point conversion? That is what we are going to have to find out here, folks. Dude, if they just ran a fucking post route, you're cooked. And he's going to be sacked. I would have paired a fucking dig route with a post and put your linebacker.
Oh my god.
Like Jameson Callow, turf toe. I mean, there's 12 seconds left. He's not coming back in this game anyways. They're going to complete this, but they're going to have to hurry. They do have enough time theoretically to get one more playoff, because this ball will... Yep, we see, yep, they're going to throw it. And he's going to run into a defensive lineman and spike it into the ground. That is going to be game, folks. Absolutely horrible execution there from the Jayhawks. Thought they might have had a chance to win, but they come up short as Washington State steals one, 35-27.
2-0 on the season. They might start getting votes into the top 25, which would not be deserved.
They would absolutely not be deserved.
That was a shitty ball or a shitty throw. Just very accurate. I wonder who I play next week. I told you the offense was going to get rolling a little bit.
They played Kansas, bro. We are not moved.
No, but the offense feels a little bit better.
No, it doesn't. It feels a lot more gimmicky.
That's how I got to win.
When you face a real defense, you will be reminded.
This is very true. Like week 4.
Maybe even Washington.
No. I mean, they're pretty decent. Oh, that's right. We do have the former quarterbacks versus their former teams.
Yes, we
Damon
do.
will play Washington. James will play Washington State. Still mad he left.
And Toledo, Houston ends up not being the opponent that they once were.
Not at all, but it would still be
Due to
a great
unforeseen
win.
circumstances.
Still be a great win
For Houston, yeah.
for.
Dude, nobody believes in Washington State. I just want you to know that right now.
Oh, I know. But they hate us because they ain't us.
No, we hate you because you suck.
They hate us because we ain't us.
Nobody is waking up and going, God, I really wish I was Washington State.
Well, yeah, no shit. But when they see me make the...
You're not making the playoffs.
I was going to say the Big 12 championship this year.
You're not making the Big 12 championship this year.
Why is that, sir?
I see 3 Big 12 losses on your schedule.
Not losing to South Carolina.
Yes, you are.
No. Losing
Yes,
to
you
UNLV. Not
Yeah,
losing to
you ain't playing
Maryland.
UNLV. Yeah, those aren't the losses.
Not losing to North Carolina.
That's not
No.
a Big 12 matchup.
No, this one isn't either. Not losing... Maybe losing
You're
to Toledo.
absolutely
Maybe
losing to Toledo.
Maybe.
The way your offense plays, you're getting cooked, buddy.
And I'm potentially beating Washington. I mean, I guess I could see 3, potentially. 3 max, 1 minimum.
2 minimum.
1 minimum.
2 minimum. You're losing to... Dude, you are losing to South Carolina, bro. I promise you.
I promise you I'm not. There's no way.
The dude's actually good.
Yeah, and all I have to do is just dial in. Especially coming off after
okay.
a loss against UNLV.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I'm just saying.
You keep telling yourself that.
Buddy, don't make me go sweat, bro. You're gonna turn me into a sweat. I'm gonna go back to my old Madden days. I'm gonna fucking sweat my dick and balls off for every
It's not
win.
gonna fucking work, dude.
I promise you it will.
I promise you it won't.
I promise you it will. I will sit here and call 17 hot routes a play to...
You already kind of do.
I make 1 adjustment per play. Sometimes 2. And it's at home. I won't have to worry about bullshit hot routes not counting. Yeah, UNLV, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to lose that one anyways.